Facility update. Well, as the school year is moving closer to us, it's interesting. I will tell you, I'm impressed with the work crew. I mean, there have been some pretty big tasks that have been put before them, and our custodial crew is stepping up to the challenges that they face and doing a good job. I have found if I define things pretty clearly out for a couple of days for a few of them, they do a wonderful job as long as they have that direction. And there are others that you do not have to give a lot of direction to. They take a lot of initiative and get it done. When you see something being done, they get it out. So we're seeing a lot of good improvements in the facility. The millings for the parking lots that we talked about, getting off of the Lolo to almost Trader Brothers, that project, they did come in, they did get laid down in the parking lot and compacted, and they're setting up tight. I am really impressed with how tight they've set up in the high school parking lot. Much smoother ride than in the bus turnaround, but the bus turnaround has a nice thick layer which I think is going to compact tightly when the buses get in there and start rolling on it daily. So I think that that's going to be a big addition to the school. It should help us with our cleaning. We shouldn't be tracking as much grime and dirt in as we have in the past. And it takes away some of the excitement when the kids are spinning their tires. You're not going to be kicking up plumes of dust anymore. You might be able to still spin their tires, but you're not going to see the big plumes of dust they have in the past. So it should work out pretty well that way. We did get the paving done around the back end of the building, the German trailer, and on the west side of the gym. And some people have said, well, why did you pave that? Well, we got to start pushing away from the building. More importantly than anything, that parking lot on the west side of the gymnasium has some drainage issues. And so we are able to get the drainage in there necessary to get that water to flow out of there and around the building instead of puddling on that sidewalk walk like it had been doing. And that worked well with the sidewalk project, the CTEP project that's going on. The CTEP project, it seems as though it's going on and on forever, but it's coming along well. Tomorrow the curbing is going to be poured. I talked to Alan Zacharias today, and Alan said he's going to get his hoppers shot up, and they're going to get a good section of that curbing in tomorrow, and then they will start working on continuing the sidewalk down around the school. By the end of next week, all of the cement pouring should be done. And what should be left is just a little bit of paving. And then by the time the 20th rolls around, that should also be pretty much concluding. And the last few things will be some of the landscaping that will need to be done. I'm going to keep an eye on they still have the breach down in front of the main high school office, and I'm going to talk to them a little bit more tomorrow about that ramp and the angle on it, the width of it, to see what they have to say. It seems a little steep to me, but I think because of the distance, they're probably going to be okay with it. But it's something which we'll have to take a look at. In terms of roofing, we have gone ahead and decided that Montana Metal Works gave us the most competitive bid to do roofing, and we'll be looking at TPO Firestone fire roof that we will be placing on our roof. So they're going to come in and take care of a major portion of the roofing this year. Unable to get them scheduled during the summer, but they have assured me that they can get up on that roof, and it's going to, it's not like they're going to have hammers and nails up there when they're pounding and stuff, so they can pretty much take care of the roof with minimal disturbance. So we will be working on it during the school year. If it does get noisy, we'll just have to plan to schedule it around MEA days or something like that when we get up and do the majority of the work. The water treatment system, we are waiting for the variable drive frequency to be installed on it, but the pressure tank was cut up and hauled out of here. The amazing thing with that tank is when they actually pull it out, the sediment in the bottom, the rust sediment was was probably about that thick, and it was very heavily laden in there. If you go in there now and take a look at it, you'll just be very impressed. It's more modern, up to date, and is going to create a much healthier drinking water for our kids. Although, you know, when you run it through a water treatment system, the fact of the matter is it ran through the water treatment system to get to the storage tank. So, you know, now, you know, it won't have that old rusty tank that it would be sitting in. So that's done, and just waiting for the variable drive frequency. They're telling me that should be in before the start of the school year, so they can complete that project. We do have the fencing here that's you know, slowly but surely coming along, getting completed, and that should be done here within the next week or two.
That sure looks nice. That path and the fence, it's just all these years, this has always been kind of, this belongs in the school, that belongs. But just actually have a fence there, it just feels good to have a fence there. It's nice.
And, you know, I'm getting quite a few compliments from people in the community that walk. See if they like it. They like walking this back road. But they like the fact that they can get on this trail and come straight down. You know, there is something about the trees up here that they get nervous about. You never know who might be lurking in the trees, but they just feel a lot more comfortable on a paved trail where they don't feel like they'd be fleeing over rock or bush and stuff instead of that nice path right there to keep going. I think this is gonna be a really good project for the community. You know, I'm hearing positive. One of the things that I've been hearing, you know, I talk to quite a few people and they say, boy, those curbs come quite a ways out into the road, don't they? Yeah, they do. Well, it's kinda good, you know, they're gonna know the kids are there. They're gonna have to slow down now. And I'm hoping that the whole visual effect of this sends a very clear message for pedestrian safety. You know, that there is an area where kids are crossing the road, there's gonna be good lighting there. And then the drainage, you know, you guys have all seen the puddles that have sat on the side of the road. On the west side of Old Highway 93, the puddles were the biggest obstacle to kids that were coming to school. There would be a puddle on the side of the car, and as they're walking down, they'd go out into traffic, so they weren't waiting for a puddle. When I got the cisterns, yes, Mike? Pardon me? Did you have something to say?
I was listening to it.
Okay. But anyway, the cisterns that have been put in are going to create drainage and get the puddles out of the way, so that, you know, people can, you know, not have to wait for it. So there's a lot of good points to it.
I think it's just making the school look really nice, just kind of instead of a white spot in the road, we're actually a nice school with nice sidewalks and the kids have got places to walk, like you said, without having to dodge cars and mud puddles and stuff. It's nice.
And then, talking about summer projects and moving along from there, the water to the trees, we're gonna get that taken care of, and we're gonna, update the pump here so we can handle that pressure to get the water to those trees. The solid rock landscaping is the ones that are gonna come in and do that work. We also have this parking lot here where we're gonna take down the remainder of these trees over here, and we're gonna get the topsoil piled back, burned up, you know. I guess some people say, well, that's gonna be a lot of topsoil, what are you gonna do with it? I'm like, I don't wanna get rid of the topsoil, I don't know, we could use it in the future. So we're gonna just push it back and burn it up back here and extend the parking lot all the way over to the red fence by the trailer court there. I believe that additional parking is necessary for events when you have a big game or you have a graduation.
Especially now with these new curbs, they're not gonna be able to park down there and clear down to my turn off.
And where they put the trail, it actually has taken away quite a few parking spots.
Yeah.
Because you saw kids parking all the way out. Now that trail is in the way somewhat on both sides. So there's the need to expand the parking. When you talk to people, a lot of people like the ideas. people who are supportive of the things that have happened with the fire hall are also very supportive of what's happening with this, and they're happy. Moving on from
Is
there.
it, next year they're gonna bring millings from the next Highway 93 project for this?
Yeah, where they stopped the millings, what I was told is they're gonna go all the way to county line, so they're gonna have those millings. And, so there will be the opportunity next summer to possibly move the millings in this part. We could have received the millings this year, but I was like, uncle, it's just too much, and, we need to first get this ready to go as part. Instead of putting millings here and not expanding it, I thought it's better for us to expand it. So when they plow that topsoil back, they'll bring in about 3 inches of gravel. And, so it'll be a parking lot like what we used to. And then next year we can actually come in and put, perhaps another cistern or two in the parking lot and some millings on it. So. Any other questions?
I just like to say that, that Long Avenue has been an ongoing problem. Perhaps more parking would, open up some sort of a door to improve that Long Avenue situation, I don't know. But when we get parking lot, we'd be able to visualize it better, We already need extra parking anyway, because, the people they do get out the road, on down towards the shooting and everything in there, it's pretty dangerous. The level of basketball game or something, so we need more parking, I think.
And we're hoping that, to tell parents, when you see this new curbing out here, and it's a drop-off zone, it'll be a lot safer instead of dropping your kid off right there. Come up here, use the curbing, allow your kids to use this crosswalk. It's gonna be a much safer deal than dropping off your kid on the south side of Long Avenue and having to navigate that street to get into the school building. If you're having to drive down Long Avenue to drop your kid off and you're heading east, why not, if you're coming north on Old Highway 19, just pull up in front of the school there, drop them off on the sidewalk in front of the school. If you're heading west on Old 93, why not pull over, drop them off in that curb so they can get on the trail system? And then they can use the crosswalk. I think looking at that, we might be able to get a message out that really communicates it's just not safe to be dropping your kid off on the south side of Long Avenue. It's an accident waiting to happen, and we're working on it. And the county commissioners, thank God they got involved in this and stepped up and did what they did. Because without them, this wouldn't happen.
Is there any chance of another county commissioners approving Long Avenue?
I think, Safe Routes to School Committee's gonna take a serious look at this. We've been kind of wanting, this last year, we worked on the Safe Routes to School grant and tried to get the Safe Routes to School grant, which is the Montana Department of Transportation's program that funded. And they've said no to that infrastructure development. They gave us money for bicycle safety and awareness, pedestrian awareness. So we ended up getting about $12,000 for educational purposes. But we're gonna see if we can somehow say, okay, we've gone there a couple of times and we've said no. Let's see if the commissioners can't step up and help us again. But, their money's tight too. Their CTEP dollars, their projects throughout the county. But we're gonna see what we can do. Maybe when they come down and see how this works, they will be supportive and saying, let's continue on, because they did receive a 6-phase plan from us. And in the 6 phases, we had this, we had Long Avenue, we had extending a little walking bridge across the creek down here to Eden's Lane. We had going up Tie Chute to Florence Carlton Loop. We had going down Florence Carlton Loop to Holloway, from Holloway down to Town Pump. So we had all this walking, and we also had a walking trail from where this trail leads off all the way to the fire hall. So we had all these plans in there, and they've seen it, and they said, that's a good plan. And they liked the scope of the plan. Now it's just a matter of figuring out how do you implement it, how do you make it all come together.
great, something to look forward to. All right, we're gonna move on to, and thanks for all that, I know it takes a lot to keep all this going, and appreciate the time that you've done to do that. We're gonna move on to new business, Mark and Digital Academy interlocal agreement.